Packet track tonight. We are still seeing a couple of scattered light rain showers around. Most of these are right along that 280 corridor, stretching from around Talladega County down towards Tallapoosa County, slowly making their way to the south and east. Otherwise, the rest of us looking fairly dry. So if after you watch Weather Extra, you're going to go out and get you a little Mexican food before calling it an evening, I do think most of us at best will just see some sprinkles. A lot of us going to be dry and actually seeing a little break of sunshine before we see that sun officially set for tonight. As we look closer to the Birmingham area, you can see a few sprinkles from Helena down towards Alabaster right along I-65. I know Emma Miller was saying traffic's pretty heavy today, but it is a Friday after all. I know a lot of folks are headed to Nashville to see the Taylor Swift concert, so we got a lot of weekend events going on, and where we're seeing some of that light rain, as I mentioned, right along 280. Maybe you're headed to Auburn for graduation this weekend. Just be mindful, roads are going to be slick with all of this rain that has been around today. Fortunately, most of the rain we've been seeing thus far has been light, and hey, no severe threat because we've been seeing that cooler air in place, thankfully. Clouds, that rain-cooled air has really helped. But check it out. Tomorrow, we have a first alert for temperatures getting back into the 80s. So that warmer air is coming back in, and not just warmer air, going to be a little bit more humid too. But how about rain chances? Well, Saturday doesn't look like a washout by any means. We don't totally want to rule out that there could be a few pop-up showers and storms at times, some isolated showers in the mornings, and then maybe a pop-up thunderstorm into the afternoon. This type of pattern our models don't really handle all that well, and that happens too as you get into the summertime months. What we're in right now is called a northwest flow pattern, so you get these disturbances passing through, and when they move over the area, they can produce lift in the atmosphere, and that helps for rain and storms to develop with that rising air. But it's just a matter of figuring out when exactly that disturbance will be here, so sometimes the timing is tricky. I will say though, as we look at Saturday, overall we're not seeing major concerns with anything in the way of widespread rain or storms, but you could see a few pop-ups around at times. So let's look at the next 24 hours at least. For tonight, again, we're talking just a few sprinkles around and just some isolated showers for tomorrow morning. But some of our latest guidance is showing Saturday afternoon, not out of the question that we could see a few widely scattered showers and storms around, and going into the overnight hours on Saturday. This is one of our more robust models that is saying, hey, it's not out of the question that we could see some scattered showers and storms Saturday evening. When you get into that heating of the day, you have some of that remnant energy left over in the atmosphere as you go into the evening. So this type of pattern, you can't rule out showers and storms in the overnight hours. I wish I could tell you exactly what time the storms would come in and when they would come out, but with this type of pattern, it's just really tricky to do. So make sure you have that first alert weather app with you into the weekend. As we go into Sunday, you could still see a chance of showers and storms. You see this particular model is like, Sunday may be okay. But again, that's not the gospel. So we just want to make sure that you're paying attention to the weather over the weekend, because as we get that warmer air in place going into Saturday and Sunday, and that muggy air sits itself right back into central Alabama, you're going to have that potential for storms to be on the strong side that could produce some gusty winds or small hail. And of course, summertime thunderstorms, heavy downpours, got a lot of moisture in the air, and they can produce some frequent lightning. But as we look ahead to next week, check it out. On Monday and Tuesday, that's likely when we're going to be seeing the best rain coverage right now. So some scattered showers and storms on tap for Monday and Tuesday. Still going to be warm. Notice mornings too, we're getting milder. You've got that humid air in place, so it's just not going to cool down as much overnight. Now, as we get into the middle of next week, I think we could still see a chance of some showers and storms, but really cranking up the heat, upper 80s also possible. So I know we've been enjoying this nice, cool, dry weather this past week, but I'm telling you, it looks like summer is trying to creep its way back in. And I know it's May. We don't expect it to be summer just yet, right? But we know we get those little hints. Last week was unusual. It's like, ooh, this feels more like early spring than the middle of spring. And now it's like summer is coming back with a vengeance. But still cool tonight, so if you're going out for Cinco de Mayo, grab that light jacket. Let's look at what is coming up next on First Alert Weather Extra. So even though it's been fairly quiet apart from some rain here in central Alabama today, yesterday an EF0 tornado hit California. Up in Alaska, we have some students who are trying to help the environment by cleaning up local beaches. I know it's hard to think about beaches in Alaska, but they are up there. Of course, it's Friday, so we have Mickey's Weather Kid. And speaking of the beach, how are the sea turtles doing? And while we're at it, let's just check on the rest of the animal kingdom. First Alert Weather Extra. We'll be right back.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome into Good Day, Alabama.
A new morning comes with preparing right, because while you slept, news broke.
We have new information from that breaking news that happened this morning.
While you head out, the storm we gave you the first alert for is on its way in. And as the key turns the ignition, your shorter route to work is being found.
Avoid 459 southbound completely because of a crash.
A new morning means everything you need for a good day is on Good Day Alabama, always on your side.
The first alert traffic you need to get you there safe and on time. Tomorrow morning, everything you need for a good day is on Good Day Alabama.
You're late, out the door, and on the go. Don't worry.
Good Day, Alabama continues all morning long.
And wherever you watch, this is what you need to know right now.
More reporters on the streets with more hours of news when you need it. Everything you need for a good day is on Good Day Alabama. Knowing first is everything. First Alert Weather.
Welcome back to First Alert Weather Extra. I'm meteorologist Lauren Lenahan. Today here in central Alabama, mainly just been dealing with some light rain at times, but wild weather ripped through parts of California on Thursday. The National Weather Service confirms a tornado touchdown. Rena Nakano reports from Compton.
Instead of watering wholesale plants, workers at New West Growers in Compton are busy cleaning up.
I see everything just kind of in a circular motion going up in the air, and the debris is just, everything's getting picked up. Our table flew away to who knows where.
Viviana Hernandez was at her family's nursery when dark, ominous clouds shrouded over Compton. She said strong winds lifted hundreds of feet of their garden tarp into the air, some getting caught in electrical lines above, starting a fire.
Oh my goodness. My grandma was outside when it happened, and it kind of blew her back. It was that forceful to blow her back, but I just kind of grabbed her and pulled her inside.
According to the National Weather Service, this was one of at least 2 wind events that happened Thursday morning just before 9. 3.5 miles west at the Del Amo Behavioral Health Systems in Carson, an EF0 tornado touched down just before 8:50 a.m., uprooting a tree and stripping away roof panels.
Our palm trees that are, fairly large, were blowing sideways. We thought, whoa, are we having a little tornado? And then all of a sudden, you see that tree topple over. Residents and businesses lost power for a few minutes, and at least 1 car was damaged, but the person was able to drive it away. Meanwhile, back at the nursery, Hernandez and her family are picking up whatever remains on their property. Still in awe that 1 minute of tornadic activity could obliterate their livelihood.
Honestly, it felt like it just went straight through this nursery and that just disappeared.
Well, we're so glad there were no reported injuries. But as we look ahead to a little farther up the West Coast, we're talking Alaska, we may not think about one simple action having a big impact on the planet, but that's what some Alaska high schoolers are learning firsthand. Dave Allgood from our sister station up in Alaska introduces us to Mrs. Kat Walker's marine biology class as they hit the beach to not only pick up marine debris, but to change the world.
A bus, a boat, eager boots and buckets, and remote Alaska beaches.
What is that, Dylan?
Net, I think.
What should be pristine is anything but.
It almost looked like some sort of like dumping ground. There was a bunch of green kind of copper looking pipe.
I found a lot of, what's it called, plywood everywhere, and those big pieces. Found a lot of nets.
Danica and Robin are just 2 of the 39 Diamond High School students that spent the day out here in Prince William Sound.
I'm standing beside what's left of our marine debris that we cleaned up last Thursday from a beach near Whittier, Alaska.
And that's marine biologist teacher Kat Walker talking about what they found along the coastline in just 8 short hours.
There were over 200 pounds of fishing net that we hauled down the beach.
And yes, among the trash, even the...
So we found a kitchen sink on the beach, maybe from a boat.
So what they found way out here is now sitting on the floor of her Diamond High classroom, being sifted through and analyzed. And among the fishing nets and sinks, there is, of course, plastics.
So this is a Russian shampoo bottle that students were able to track down and see which company made it.
The goal here is to identify products, where they come from, and let companies know where they landed and hopefully come up with solutions, because the 300 pounds of trash these students picked up, well, there is good news.
So Patrick Simpson and his PKS engineering company took our marine debris, and he'll be turning it into this lumber that he makes. He grinds it up and extrudes it into the lumber forms, and he calls it grizzly wood.
Problems and solutions. So these might look like just students, but they're much more. They're ocean guardians.
I feel like we're making a difference, not only in helping clean up, but giving awareness to everyone else who sees what we're doing.
So this trip to collect trash has opened eyes and minds. Oh, and a good teacher can make a huge difference.
I actually want to go into marine biology when I go to college now, because this class, and she's just amazing. She pushes everyone to be their best. And
like, I didn't even care about the ocean before I was in her class learning about it, and it's so important to me now. And I've learned so much from Miss Walker, and I'm glad that I'm in her class.
So as the boat bids farewell to this bay, trash was the mission, but the message was a lesson learned by young minds.
It felt really good to pick everything up and just felt like I was doing something good.
And that's the all good news.
Well, meanwhile, sea turtle nesting season is officially underway here at home on the Alabama coast. It's important to pay attention when you visit Alabama beaches. Experts say more than 100 eggs are laid every night. That makes it crucial to give the turtles space as nature runs its course. So we're on your side with some tips on how to keep them safe. Avoid using flashlights or flash photography at night. Also, keep your distance from the adult turtles on the beach. Leave sea turtle tracks undisturbed, and of course, do not disturb any sea turtle nests. Well, just like those students in Alaska, we certainly want to do our part to help out our Alabama beaches as well. And as always, do it in honor of Captain Planet. Want to protect the environment. Coming up next on Weather Extra, we check in with some young scientists. It's Friday. Mickey's Weather Kit is next.
West Shore Home is making shower and bath remodeling easy and more affordable for everyone. Hey everybody, I'm joined by Kirsten Page from West Shore to find out exactly how they're making that happen. Kirsten.
So Joe, we've been able to give homeowners, over 165,000 of them, the shower and bath of their dreams by making it a fast, easy, and convenient experience. But now we're making it even more affordable to start your project without breaking the bank.
Now Kirsten, when someone starts a remodeling project, costs can be a real concern. So how are you making it more affordable to start that project right now?
So instead of me telling you, why don't I show you? This homeowner was having some problems with their old shower. They called us, we stopped out, and we completely removed the old bathtub and replaced it with a walk-in shower in just one day. The best part? We can do a job like this for as low as $99 a month.
$99 a month, that's incredible.
It really is. We understand that budgets can be a little tighter this time of the year, so we want to make it easier for folks to get their projects started right now. So let's go ahead and look at another project we recently did. This homeowner was so excited to get rid of their old bathtub because they were getting an easy, low-step shower. You can see here we took out that old bathtub and removed everything down to the studs. Then we installed new walls and fixtures. By dinner time, this homeowner had their brand new shower, and the best part, they didn't need to worry about paying for their entire project up front. They were able to break it down into low monthly payments.
That project looks amazing, and the low monthly payments is going to make getting that project started so much easier. Kirsten, thanks so much. Folks, West Shore Home is making shower and bath remodeling fast and convenient, and you heard Kirsten, now they're making it more affordable too with their easy, low monthly payments. Call the number on your screen right now to start your project, and when you do, take advantage of this great offer. Call in now to get your new shower for as little as $99 a month. On top of that, they're doing free installation on all shower and bath projects. Don't delay. Call the experts at West Shore Home now.
Mickey's Weather Kids is sponsored by First Federal Credit Union.
The Price is Right. We've got our weather kid, Brittany Price here. You having fun so far? I forgot to ask you what you like to do for fun.
I like playing with my sisters, and I like going outside and playing on my bike, and I like playing with my puppies.
You ever go over any ramps with your bike? You do? You catch any air?
Yeah.
A little bit. And you've got a good teacher in school?
Yeah.
Real good, or just kind of eh?
It's good.
Good? Who is your teacher?
My mom.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, okay, I'll move along. All right, well, let's look up back here and just back up just a little bit. Back. Well, what's that green stuff that's out there, Brittany?
Rain.
Rain. So we got a little bit of rain that's come back in here. And let's pick out 3 cities and see if you can tell me the name of the city and the temperature.
Pell City is 55.
That's way over here, isn't it? Okay. What's this one way up there?
Coleman.
Okay.
It's 59.
59. We got another one up there somewhere?
Haleyville is 58.
Oh, you're a good reader. Do you like to read? Well, you're doing a good job here.
Sometimes.
Sometimes, yeah. And sometimes we just like to ride bikes, don't we?
Yeah.
Yeah, me too. All right, what's happening at 12 noon today?
64.
And what's the rain chance?
50%.
50%. If we look forward here and look right over here, what's the high going into today? What's that number?
70.
70 degrees and another 50%.
50% rain.
Yeah, very, very good. Well, you did a good job. Did you have fun doing this?
Yeah.
Well, look right here and smile real big. Okay, kids, if you want to help me do the weather, just tell your mom or dad, your aunt and uncle, grandparents to sign you up. You go online at WBRC.com, and if you look in the upper left-hand corner, there's a little drop-down menu. If you find the Good Day link, you can look for Mickey's Weather Kids. Got to be between the ages of 5 and 12 to enter. And every kid who's picked gets an First Visa gift card for $25. Do you know what you want to buy with that?
Like toys. Or maybe new clothes.
Oh, nice. I bet you're going to be pink clothes, aren't they?
Yeah.
Yeah, because pink's our favorite color. All right, you did a wonderful job, Brittany! Yay! Now let's check in with JJ.
And unfortunately, JJ could not be bothered to be here right now. His shift is over. But as we look ahead, we were talking about Mickey's Weather Kid. Love Brittany. I don't know about Brittany, but it sounds like she likes to be outdoors. When I was outdoors as a kid, I would always love to go camping, and I would always hope I would see a bear. But how about this story? A blind black bear is drawing a crowd of visitors to see if they can spot her at a military base in Alaska. Georgina Fernandez reports on how the bear became the star attraction.
Let's go celebrity spotting.
Everybody that knows of her wants to take a look and see her and get good pictures.
The superstar in this neck of the woods, a 250-pound black bear. Meet Betty.
Betty happens to be our blind bear that we have here on base,
who's been wandering around J-Bear for at least the past 5 years.
She kind of feels her way around, but the big thing is if she's going over something, she will always turn around and come over backwards to where she could put her feet down first. Doesn't matter if it's a Jersey barrier or by a dumpster. So it's very easy for us to identify her just by her movements.
A very popular figure on base.
She likes to just relax where everybody can see her. If she's not hearing a lot of people around her, that's where she'll lay down for the day and just take a nap right out in the open.
With paparazzi always snapping pictures.
She does draw a lot of crowds, though, a lot of people wanting to see her.
Due to her disability, officials say she tends to rest in areas that are quiet. Because of her impaired vision, she tends to end up in places where she has to be relocated.
We have to deal with her totally different than any other bear because she can't see. So we have to get others to help us, primarily to make sure that we get traffic stopped so we don't have her get hit by a car or have a car accident.
But while she has a good reputation, she still needs space and distance.
Don't get too close. It's still not the neighborhood dog that you can go up and get a selfie with. They're still bears. Give them plenty of room, plenty of space.
And although you can spot Betty anywhere,
well, we've had her in the middle of a playground, sound asleep underneath a slide. We've had her actually sleeping on somebody's front doorstep.
It looks like she's a bit camera shy this morning, but keep an eye out.
So you never know where she's going to take a nap. She doesn't know where she's at.
You never know where she'll make a guest appearance. Inside the gates, Georgina Fernandez, Alaska's news source.
You know, that man called me out because I was about to text Tania and say, hey, we need to go up to Alaska. One, to help clean up the beaches up there, but two, to get a selfie with the cute little blind bear. Oh, love that story. Good luck up there, Betty. In the meantime, and more animal news, there is a battle going on between nature and nurture at the Neil Smith National Wildlife Refuge in Iowa. Workers at the refuge tried to reconnect a bison calf abandoned by its mother, who is likely blind as well. Marcus McIntosh reports the question. It reports whether the question is whether the refuge could do more to help the baby bison.
The talk is whether the refuge is doing enough to help the baby bison, abandoned by its likely blind mother, survive.
We've been getting inundated by phone calls that we should be bottle feeding.
We rode along with Scott Gilgee, refuge manager, to get a better look at the bison. Gilgee says the baby in question is likely among the 6 we saw Wednesday afternoon. He says per Department of Interior policy, they have done all they can to help the baby bison. Gilgee does not want the baby to die, but says it happens.
I totally want this bison to live a long, healthy life. But, it's part of natural selection.
Policy the opposition can agree with, but it's policy they feel should be suspended when necessary.
There is a life that is being compromised because of rules.
Lloyd O'Brien says the refuge should be nurturing and bottle feeding the baby bison until it can be put back with the herd.
It's just disappointing that their attitude is, we don't intervene. I don't think that's right. But when you have to do something about it.
Gilgee says stepping in will end up doing more harm than good.
To go out there and just, arbitrarily do something to, guarantee its survival can alter its genetics.
Gilgee and O'Brien may disagree on the method, but they are both roaming together with the hope the baby bison survives.
Oh, well, we hope for the best for that sweet baby. Such inspiring animal stories for today. As we look at your forecast, one final look before we send you off into your Friday evening, hopefully to eat a good dinner for Cinco de Mayo. We do have a chance of a few hit or miss storms over the weekend. We've got to watch to see if we could get any of those storm complexes to come through and bring some strong storms potentially Saturday evening or Sunday morning. But again, there's a lot of uncertainty with that. So stay up to date on that First Alert weather app and then keeping the pattern unsettled and much warmer into next week. So just wanted to say you guys need to get your umbrella. And how about this little umbrella that I got? I'm so proud of my new umbrella, guys. I just had to show it to you. Raining cats and dogs. So yeah, you're gonna be seeing a lot of this. My director Michael says it's bad luck, but it doesn't matter because it's a cute umbrella. So how can you have bad luck when your umbrella is this cute? Also, my other umbrella broke, so we're just gonna do what we can. So I hope you guys have a wonderful Friday evening. Enjoy your lovely dinner for Cinco de Mayo next week on Weather Extra. Have a good Friday.